Class Chatter is another application where students continue to discuss topics beyond the class. So you think, well, okay, they've got Blackboard, they've got a discussion board, maybe they use Facebook for some of those types of things. Yes, that's all relevant and all true, but Twitter is this real-time thing. It actually is when somebody is subscribed to Twitter through their cell phone, that information comes pouring into their cell phone immediately. So the chatter, the classroom talk, is instantaneous. That sort of distinguishes it a bit from, say, Blackboard's discussion board, where you have to actually log in to something. Granted, you have to log into, you can automatically log into Twitter too, but it's not quite as much overhead or baggage to get to the application. Follow professionals. And now I follow, through my tweets, I follow people like George Stephanopoulos, Oprah Winfrey, Larry King, all these people, so some of them are quasi-celebrities and some are actual legitimate news people. And they tweet quite a bit, particularly Stephanopoulos. And so it's sort of interesting to read his tweets where he will be, just getting ready to go talk to the president or just getting ready to go visit a dignitary. So you're actually seeing his tweets in real time. And it's sort of interesting to read these because, so I'm getting ready, so I'm on a plane, and preparing for my interview of such and such on my CBS News program on Sunday morning, or ABC, whatever he's on. So it's interesting to sort of hear that commentation that's going on. It's almost like you're right with Stephanopoulos when he's talking about this stuff. So it's sort of interesting. And nearly all the celebrities, with the exception of one, I was not able to find Chuck Todd, but almost all of the political news analysts have tweets. So you can follow any of them. Writing assignments is another application of Twitter. You would think writing in 140 characters or less? Well, it's actually, what you can do is sort of this collaboration where students actually will build on each other's tweets to actually co-develop a story or co-develop some sort of a writing assignment. Or maybe a haiku, those types of things. Or collaboration. You can start to follow people from other countries, other regions, other dialects. A lot of application in terms of this globalization of Twitter. Track a word, which is another thing. You can send a message to Twitter. You just type in track and then whatever the word is. It will actually then help you to follow that particular word. So if there's a specific word you're interested in following, you can do that very easily. Storytelling. Here's an example, a vignette of an 8th grade teacher who used Twitter to collaborate, have the students collaborate on a particular story. And after 6 weeks between, was it 100 students, they had actually built a story. So they actually used Twitter to co-write a story. So here's some interesting uses, and I'm going to jump out of the PowerPoint presentation here for just a second. I'm going to show you some of these things, but one of them is called Twitterfall. And the way it works is that, I have to be honest with you, some of these I'm still kind of experimenting with, and kind of trying to get my head around a bit. But two of them I'm going to show you real quick and there's a whole host, by the way, of these applications which have sort of piggybacked or hitched their wagon onto Twitter. There's just a million of them that are spawning up every day. But this is one called Twitterfall. This is kind of interesting. And the whole point is that you type a keyword in, and then the results sort of flow in real time. So bear with me here. Let me just jump out to that. And it's still starting to filter in here. So what happens is over on this left-hand side, these are some of the hot trends that are happening right now on Twitter. So you can see that, Susan Boyle is a hot thing, and I'm not sure what Left for Dead is. Does something happen with Air France? Okay, so that's a hot topic. I'm not sure what the Halo thing is. It's a game, but I'm not sure what it is. So these are some of the hot topics, and these are the tweets now that are starting to come in. Now I can filter through Twitterfall. I can filter by clicking this checkbox, and just see the tweets now that are related to Susan Boyle. And so here in a minute, once this sort of runs through its course, I've got some other things going on here too.
Question, so
yeah.
Are people, when they send these, are they sending them just to anybody? So that it's like Twitter can have any conversation on that topic?
Yes.
Any at all?
Yes.
So they identify this as the subject line, or they clicked on something and they're sending their thoughts out?
Right.
To anybody who wants to.
That's right. Yeah, they put this somehow in their subject line or in their message body, and this application is filtering and trying to pick out those keywords based upon certain things. I must have the Orlando Magic somewhere, but you can create custom ones as well. So like down here, let me turn off Susan Boyle, and you can actually screen just on things that are coming through. These are tweets. There's probably not too much, but these are tweets that are coming in specifically with Emporia somewhere as a keyword. And I'm not seeing a whole ton of stuff coming in, so there's not a lot of people tweeting about Emporia right now. But you can, it's really simple to create a custom search. So you can come down here and, like if I wanted to put in Tiller, because that was the doctor in Wichita yesterday, this is probably going to be a real hot one. And if I select this on, I should start to see some tweets now coming through regarding, so these are now tweets that are coming in regarding George Tiller. You see how that works? So it's a real simple little query that you create. So you can sort of screen things out a bit. There's other various settings here as well. I don't want to get too bogged down in Twitter vision, or Twitterfall rather, but that's how it works. Questions about Twitterfall? How this works? Okay. Question? Yeah, these are live. These are live tweets coming in. Right. The other one I want to show you is what's called Twitter Vision. And bear with me for a second here because I want to try and... There's a 3D version of this. I'm going to try and see if I can find it. Twitter Vision is actually it's sort of interesting to watch. Once you see it, you'll understand what I mean. What this is doing is it's actually showing a live map of all the tweets that are starting to come in.
On any topic.
On any topic. So these are live tweets, and each time I click on the map, it changes to a different type of them. What it does is what's called a mashup. So it mashes Twitter with Google Maps. So you're actually seeing Google Maps in real time. Now, there's also a 3D version of this. Let me see if I can, I have the URL, but it's eluded me. Let me see if I can find this real quick. And this one's even more fascinating, actually. So this actually shows tweets coming in real time.
Can you filter that by topic? Or?
You can, but I've not figured out how to do it. I'm still trying to figure it out. But you can, according to them, you can. I'm just not quite figured it out. I've played with it. It's not obvious to me. You can't play with it, obvious to figure it out. It's not quite, it's not, you can't. 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 You You can't.